Buying a car is a massive financial milestone, but the dealership experience is literally engineered to make you overpay. We're pulling back the curtain on the industry's standard practices that only work because buyers don't know they exist. After this video, you will. I'm Mike with List 25, and these are 25 car dealer secrets they hope you never learn. 25. The Foursquare Trap. Dealerships love using a Foursquare worksheet to control the negotiation. It breaks the deal into 4 boxes: vehicle price, your trade-in, down payment, and monthly payment. While you obsess over the monthly payment, the salesperson works all 4 boxes at once. If you demand a lower monthly cost, they just quietly extend your loan from 60 to 72 months, jacking up the total interest you pay. Never let the boxes mix. Negotiate price first, then the trade-in, then financing. One at a time. 24. Hidden dealer holdbacks. Most car buyers have no idea what a dealer holdback is. After you drive off the lot, the manufacturer actually sends the dealership a separate payment worth 2 to 3% of the car's sticker price. On a $40,000 car, that's over $1,000 flowing straight into their pocket after the deal is done. It's completely invisible to you. That means even if you grind them down to the invoice price, the dealer is still turning a solid profit. 23. The MSRP Illusion. That sticker on the window is the manufacturer's suggested retail price, or MSRP. The key word there is suggested. It's just a recommendation, not a fixed legal minimum. Dealerships are independent franchises that set their own final numbers. Unless you're hunting down a rare vehicle in incredibly high demand, you should almost never pay full sticker price in a normal market. 22. Double charging prep fees. When you review your contract, you might spot a delivery and preparation fee. It sounds completely reasonable because getting your new car washed and inspected takes real work. The catch is the manufacturer already pays the dealership to do this. They literally include a pre-delivery inspection allowance in their agreements. When a dealer adds a prep fee to your paperwork, they're just double dipping. Ask them to take it off. 21. Fake online pricing. We've all seen those massive online discounts that seem way better than local lots. Dealerships use these unrealistically low prices to get you in the door. How do they do it? They stack every single possible manufacturer rebate and incentive into one mathematically impossible price. When you show up, those discounts you don't qualify for vanish and the price skyrockets. Always demand a complete out-the-door quote in writing before you leave your house. 20. Inflated interest rates. When you finance through a dealership, they submit your application to a bunch of lenders. Those banks reply with the absolute lowest interest rate you qualify for, which is called the buy rate. But the finance manager doesn't have to give you that rate. They're usually allowed to mark it up a few percentage points and present that inflated number as your official approval. The dealer and the bank then split the extra profit right out of your pocket. 19. End of month quotas. Dealerships are under intense pressure to hit monthly and quarterly sales quotas set by the manufacturer. If they hit the target, they get a massive cash bonus. If a dealer is just 3 cars short on the last day of the month, they'll absolutely take a loss on your deal just to trigger that bigger factory payout. Walking in on the 30th or 31st gives you incredible negotiating leverage because they're desperate to move metal. 18. The long loan trap. Dealerships love pushing 72 and 84-month auto loans because they make expensive cars look incredibly affordable on paper. Dropping your payment by $200 a month feels like a win. Until you look at the math. You end up paying thousands more in interest, and because cars depreciate rapidly, you'll spend years completely underwater. If you try to sell or trade the car before the loan ends, you'll have to write a massive check just to get rid of it. 17. Pre-approval power. The finance office is where dealers make their real money. They control the terms, the warranties, and the add-ons. But showing up with a pre-approval letter from your own bank shatters that leverage. You already have the money and you know your exact interest rate. They can try to beat your bank's offer, but they can't quietly inflate the numbers because you already have a baseline to compare it against. 16. The fake invoice price. Getting the dealer to sell you a car at the official invoice price feels like a massive victory. It seems like you're paying exactly what they paid. Yeah, you aren't. Manufacturers quietly send dealers thousands of dollars in back-end incentives, volume bonuses, and dealer cash. So a dealer selling a car at invoice is not breaking even. They're still making hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. The invoice price is just an anchor designed to make you stop negotiating. 15. Bundling the deal. When a salesperson mixes your new car price, your trade-in, and your financing in one big conversation, you're being played. It creates a chaotic transaction where they can easily give you a discount on the car while ripping you off on the trade-in. And you'll never even notice because the monthly payment hit your target. Keep these conversations totally separate. Lock in the car price first, then discuss the trade, and handle financing last. 14. The trade-in flip. A dealer might offer you 12 grand for your old car, claiming it has limited resale value and needs a ton of expensive reconditioning. A week later, you'll see your exact car sitting on their used lot with a $17,000 price tag. Yes, reconditioning costs money, but rarely that much. Always get an appraisal from an independent buyer like CarMax before you go to the dealership. That way you have a hard floor on the value that the dealer simply can't argue with. 13. Spot delivery scams. Dealerships will often let you drive a new car home before the financing is officially approved. It feels like great customer service, until they call you a week later claiming the loan fell through. Now you have to come back and sign a new contract with a brutal interest rate or a bigger down payment. Consumer advocates actually call this yo-yo financing. Never drive off the lot without a fully binding, legally executed finance contract in your hand. 12. The manager delay tactic. Every time a salesperson vanishes to go talk to the manager about your offer, they're usually just wasting time. They want to leave you sitting in a cramped cubicle to induce decision fatigue. After 4 hours of back and forth, you are way more likely to cave and accept terms you would have rejected in the first 5 minutes. Tell them up front that you have somewhere to be and give them a hard deadline. Artificial time pressure destroys their artificial delays. 11. Dealership profiling. Before you even shake hands, the salesperson is already building a psychological profile on you. They're analyzing your clothes, the car you pulled up in, and exactly how you react to specific models on the lot. If you show extreme emotional attachment to a certain vehicle, they know they can push the price higher before you walk away. The best defense is keeping a poker face. Any excitement you show is just free leverage you're handing right to the dealer. 10. Overpriced VIN etching. Finance managers love pushing VIN etching. They'll charge you up to $400 to engrave the car's identification number into the window glass as a theft deterrent. Here's the secret. The exact same DIY etching kit costs under $30 online and takes 15 minutes to apply in your driveway. If you see this listed as a pre-printed fee on your contract, demand they take it off. Most dealers will instantly drop it rather than lose the entire sale. 9. Extended warranty markups. They always hit you with the extended warranty pitch at the very end of the process when you're completely exhausted. They'll pressure you by claiming this is your only chance to buy the coverage. That's a total lie. The dealership is marking up that warranty by 100% or more, and you actually have until your original factory warranty expires to buy an extension. You can shop around later and get the exact same coverage from a third party for significantly less. 8. Fake interior protection. Don't fall for the professionally applied interior protection package. Dealers will try to charge you hundreds of dollars for a scientifically formulated fabric sealant. In reality, it's usually just a guy in the back spraying an aerosol can over your seats. It's basically Scotch Guard, which you can buy at any hardware store for $15. Doing it yourself takes 5 minutes and saves you a ridiculous markup in the finance office. 7. Useless rust proofing. Dealership rust proofing was totally necessary back in the 70s, when road salt would eat a car alive in a few winters. Today, cars are heavily galvanized and treated with advanced anti-corrosion processes right at the factory. In fact, getting an aftermarket undercoating can actually trap moisture inside your door panels and cause your car to rust faster. Some manufacturers will even void your factory corrosion warranty if you let a dealer spray that junk on your frame. 6. Overpriced GAP Insurance. Guaranteed Asset Protection, or GAP Insurance, is actually a smart buy if you have a long loan or a small down payment. It covers the difference if your car gets totaled while you still owe more than it's worth. But never, ever buy it from the dealership. They'll charge you up to $900 and roll it right into your high-interest loan. Your regular auto insurance company offers the exact same GAP coverage for about $30 a year. 5. The nitrogen tire scam. Pure nitrogen tire inflation is real science. It maintains pressure better across massive temperature swings, which is why commercial aircraft use it for their landing gear. Your grocery getter doesn't need it. The regular air we breathe is already 78% nitrogen, and the difference it makes on your commute is completely unnoticeable. Dealers will charge you up to $200 for a green valve stem cap and some air. Save your money. 4. Floorplan financing secrets. Most dealerships borrow money to buy the cars sitting on their lot, and they pay daily interest on every unsold vehicle. This is called floorplan financing. If a car sits there for 90 days, the dealer is bleeding margin just to keep it in stock. You can absolutely use this against them. Ask exactly how long a specific car has been sitting. They're way more desperate to cut a deal on a 90-day-old car than a fresh delivery. 3. The service loaner secret. Dealerships cycle their service loaner vehicles into their used inventory after a few thousand miles. A lot of these end up branded as pristine certified pre-owned cars with a premium price tag. The problem is, those first 10,000 miles were driven by dozens of different people treating it like a rental car because they had zero ownership stake in the vehicle. Always ask if a low-mileage CPO car spent its life as a service loaner. 2. Avoiding factory orders. Factory ordering a car is super common everywhere else in the world, but American dealerships hate it. They want to sell you the car that's currently costing them daily interest on the lot. They'll exaggerate wait times or claim your specific build doesn't exist just to pressure you into buying a substitute today. Unless you need a vehicle immediately, push back and order the exact color and trim you want. But it does make you wonder if people even care about car colors anymore. When you're car shopping, are you demanding a specific color, or will you just take whatever's on the lot to get a better deal? Let me know down in the comments. 1. The engineered experience. None of the tactics on this list are accidents or the work of individual bad salespeople. This is a highly calculated, integrated system refined over decades to extract as much money from you as legally possible. The dealership knows exactly how this game works, and they rely on the fact that you don't. Walking in with accurate information changes the entire dynamic. It levels the playing field and completely redefines what kind of deal you can actually get. These standard tactics only work if you're unprepared. Secure your financing early, know your trade value, negotiate everything separately, and never be afraid to walk away. Check out our next video ranking the 25 fastest vehicles ever built. As always, I'm Mike Estrin. Stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.